And now we will continue with Zeus' struggle against Typhoon. Yet the Olympians had no time to enjoy their victory before they found themselves facing another fearful enemy. Mother Earth was enraged at Zeus and the other gods from having been so harsh to her children, the Titans. And so she coupled with Tartarus and gave birth to a dreadful monster, Typhoon. A huge dragon taller than the loftiest mountain. It had 100 heads with black-tongued mouths and fire flashed from its eyes. Its wild roars echoed through the mountain's gorges like a raging tempest, sometimes sounding like a lion, sometimes like an infuriated bull. Storms, whirlwinds, and all-destroying hurricanes followed in its path. When the gods of Olympus saw this frightful monster bearing down upon them, many of them fled in terror to Egypt. Zeus, however, threw himself undaunted upon the monster and struck at it remorselessly with a diamond-bladed sickle. Howling with pain, Typhoon took to flight. But Zeus pursued it, and the thunderbolts of the Lord of the world once more shook the earth. Wherever Typhoon passed, it left destruction in its wake. The whirlwinds and the hurricanes left nothing standing. Whole forests were uprooted, rocks tumbled from the heights, and the sea waves rose mountain high and swept away all before their path. Eventually Zeus and Typhoon reached Syria. There the monster turned at bay and a fierce struggle began. During the fight, Typhoon managed to seize Zeus and entwine him in its snaky coils. Snatching up the diamond sickle, the monster severed the sinews of Zeus' hands and feet and drew them from his body. Powerless now, the mighty god sank to the ground. Straightway, the monster carried him off to a cave in Cilicia, and then ran to find a boulder to block the mouth of the cavern. However, while Typhoon was searching for a large enough stone, Zeus' cunning son Hermes came to the aid of his immortal father. He managed to steal back Zeus' sinews and with great skill and patience threaded them back into his hands and feet. By the time Typhoon realized what had happened, it was too late. Zeus launched a pitiless rain of searing thunderbolts upon the monster, which had fled howling, leaving a path of destruction in its wake as it dragged itself to safety. On reaching the mountains of Thrace, it turned once more in desperation, and the peaks were dyed scarlet with the blood of its wounds. And ever since that mountain range has been called Hemos, or the Bloody Mountains. Finally, the hunted monster reached Sicily, where Zeus hurled 100 thunderbolts upon it and burned up all its heads in a single stroke. The monster sank to the ground, its snaky coils wrapped in flames. To make sure of his enemy, Zeus heaved a whole mountain down upon Typhoon, but the fire which consumed the monster broke through to the mountain's peak and formed a volcano. Sounds familiar? Etna is its name, and it has burned to this very day. Even from where he lies buried, Typhoon can still spread terror and destruction. Zeus returned to Olympus, victorious once more. Now the enemies of the gods were all defeated, and the Olympians could rule the world in peace. But first, the shattered earth had to be made fruitful once more, and a smile of peace brought back to the lips of men. And so the gods divided the world among them to restore order with all possible speed. Zeus, the mightiest of them all, assumed the lordship of the skies. Poseidon became ruler of the seas. And Hades, or Pluto, as he was also called, inherited the kingdom of the underworld, where the souls of the dead are taken. The earth, with all its fruits, became the realm of Demeter, while Hera was both queen of the sky and protector of the marriage and giver of children to men. Many other gods also lived on Olympus, but over them all was Zeus, ruler of gods and men.